Coffee and Tea Hour with Aeson and Gwen. How are you, darling?
Hello, everybody. I am doing great. It has been a good couple of weeks. Actually, this month, this whole year has been great. Can I just say, I have talked many times about 2023 being the year of transcendence and
Mm-hmm.
uplifting, and I really, truly am starting to see that now. Now, I mean, we're in April for crying out loud.
Yeah,
I'm
we are
so
in
it just
April, and my God, the things that have occurred is amazing. But at the same time, it's like, did you have to wait till April? Hello, Miss Brenda. How are
well,
you?
we've got it is officially the full moon. It is the pink full moon. So it's the first official full moon in springtime.
Uh
It
huh.
is in Libra.
Well, someone
So
forgot the balance in this one. I'm sorry. That Mercury in retrograde's really already kicking my ass. Okay.
I know it's already started its movement, but we're not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But not only do we have the full moon, we have a solar eclipse
Uh huh.
and a meteor shower
Right.
all within this week.
Lovely. That explains a lot of the weirdness going on.
Yes, yes. I
Oh,
do believe that is those are key points.
yeah. Key example weirdness. You guys know I've been pissed with Optima for a month now. 2 months, actually. So Joe goes out to get cigarettes because he's ran out of cigarettes midday. I'm not going. I'm not going out. I've got stuff to do because I take my privates from 4 to 9. I'm on an hour-long private reading. I'm enjoying it. It's one of the best readings I've felt like I've done in a while. All that, right? My phone is going fucking crazy. I keep apologizing. I'm sorry, and I finally hit do not disturb. After the appointment, I look at my phone and I see pictures of my car and pictures of my front yard and pictures of the road, and I'm like, hell. I go out. Y'all remember, we now live on the bus access line to Fayette County Schools. 63 buses in the morning, 63 buses in the evening. Okay? No big deal. I hate this. This is one of the reasons I am like, fix the house, either make it livable for me or make it to where I can sell. One of the two, I don't care anymore. So, apparently, the first warm day of the year, guess what they went and done? Flipped those hoods up on top of their buses. Guess what they grabbed when they came over the hill?
Oh no.
Jerked the cable line off the neighbors across the street's house, broke it in half, and of course it acted like a whip. Slapped the side of my car, broke my passenger mirror. I'm now filing an insurance claim. This is the first insurance claim I have ever filed in my life.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah, and of course you can't get a hold of them, a hold
Oh,
of the company or the board and go, look, that you guys like, what's your insurance company? So my insurance company is handling it. Thank God. But
did
I'm
the
like,
did the bus realize that it didn't?
no, I don't think they even realized they did it, honey. I mean, think about it. If you driving down the
I
road,
mean, it's a big vehicle, so
it's a big vehicle. So let's take it into our scale. Driving down the road and you hit a piece of fishing line or a piece of yarn going across the street. Do you even notice that you hit the yarn? Nope,
nope.
not at all. That's what they done.
Yeah.
Oh, this won't affect your life or neighborhood at all. Really? Now I have the second insurance claim for this.
So what line did they hit?
Cable line going to my neighbor's house.
Oh, so did that take out the cable, the internet?
Took out everything for her. It didn't touch me because we're on a separate line.
The one time
Yeah.
that it doesn't bother your internet service, it takes out your car.
Uh huh.
What are the odds?
Oh, this is a one in a billion.
It was
One
just bound to
in a
hit you in one way, shape, or form.
Well, it's just one of those I'm just tired. Like I want my little cabin in the woods. Put me a fucking great internet, lovely power system. Leave me the hell alone. Cabin in the woods. I have a shirt that says the older I get, the more I understand why the witches live up in the woods. One of our listeners got it for me. I love that shirt, and that's becoming my damn mantra. Hmm. So we have that. My news already, my the interview I done came out today for
I
Mr.
missed
Knight.
that one.
You did. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't really put a lot of PR out on it. Like I'm going to go do this. Um, but no, it's out. It's out on the internet. Let me go ahead and grab that link for you. So that's really that was a really cool thing for us is some recognition of like, oh yeah, I'm got interviewed somewhere. But that's a lot of backhouse pressing, Ewing, because when you get an interview, you've got to put your links up. It's got to go out on your socials now. It's linked to your website. It's everywhere.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. How are you? Um, and I don't know. It's just been a day already. I literally just handed my phone to Joan and says, "Here, deal with this. I don't understand what she's asking."
Mm, wow.
Oh, so it's been spring break for you. How's the kitties?
Yes. Actually, our group got together Tuesday and had a day at the park. Well, an evening at the park because it was a day where it was hot. It was a beautiful day.
Uh
It
huh.
wasn't windy. It wasn't raining. It was just warm. And then we had a day at the park and just to get out in nature and breathe. And it was really soul vibing, and went for a little hike in the woods and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And but we've been staying busy. Actually took the little to the ballet in Morgantown to see Alice
Oh,
in Wonderland.
ballet. Ooh, that's nice. That's always a good
She
one.
yes, she has been we've been working with her reading. So her she really got into graphic novel,
Right.
and I'd got her of Alice in Wonderland, and she started taking off and reading it, and then so I found out that Morgantown Dance Company was doing the show, and I thought this will be great. It's
Right.
something different. It's exposing her to culture, and
Mm-hmm.
so the night before we watched the Disney movie. So she
Mm-hmm.
put that with the book, and then so she was able to just sit there and watch and enjoy it, and she did. She had a blast. She loved it. Like I love going to plays and seeing live theater and live performances. I think the artistic abilities of people with their bodies is just beautiful.
It is. I think it's amazing. And apparently this didn't get shared out, so I'm going to reshare it, guys. If you see it twice, it is what it is.
Okay.
There we go. There it goes out.
So, how did it feel to be interviewed, not the interviewee?
Oh, I love it. I love working with because this isn't the first time Aeson's been in the news. I mean, I've been in the Huffington Post, I've been on the New York Times, like I've been in multiple newspapers. But this one was a really cool interview. It actually sparked out of an article I wrote on my blog called "Is Social Media Killing Your Relationship?" Um, so it was kind of cool. How's it to watch your little one rediscover your childhood?
Well, I didn't have much of a childhood.
Uh huh.
So I'm it's like I never got to go on the school trips, or anything like that. So I'm exploring childhood through her. So
Oh.
I'm healing my inner child
Mm-hmm.
through watching her grow and experience things.
Interesting.
I know. I mean, I get real emotional sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
I look at her face and I'm like, that's joy.
Yeah.
Like that's what that looks like.
Uh-huh.
It I I'm just gonna say my mom gets so mad at me because she doesn't understand where my trauma comes from. Because to
Mm-hmm.
her, I had a great childhood. So
Compared to her,
there,
she may have had a great childhood.
yeah. I mean, in overall, I did, but I just didn't get to experience things the
Mm-hmm.
way of my friends did and stuff. So I had to grow up really quick.
Right. Right.
So
And I can get that. I mean, because watching my littles grow up, and right before the show, we were a little late because I had to get cash ready for something, and it's like, let me pull this, get this thing, because I am tired of the wrapping paper. The popcorn's fabulous if it's coming from one vendor to the other one. It's not so much. The popcorn balls I'm fed up with. Um, I have enough candles, and they don't carry the brand, the wax I like.
hmm
And all these little fundraisers and things, and it's like whatever the kids need, just let me know,
yeah.
you know, because it's like those things are so important to our kids now. Like the
hmm
physical activities, like we have seen a drastic change in our littles that are doing that. And I like calling them littles because they're
Yeah.
not little like my oldest is just like up to here on me, and I'm like, you keep that up, and I'm getting cinder blocks.
Well, my little, she is in 4-H.
Ah,
So we've got fundraisers for that, which are nice
yeah.
because they're not those typical things. These are fundraisers to benefit the community.
Right. And which thing is she doing? Is she going to raise a sheep, a pig? Is she going to bake?
No, I don't know what you're thinking, but I am not turning my space into that. I had a guinea pig. I got heartbroken. I can't do it anymore. But no, no,
Okay.
thank you. No, her projects consist of this year cooking, and next year she wants to try photography.
Ah,
So she wants to explore different things. I am all for it. We will go the distance.
cool. Very cool. And they do have plant projects like
Mhm.
raising a garden and all that. So she could do a container garden. She doesn't have to raise a sheep.
Well, that's what we would have to do here is urban gardening
Yeah.
because I don't have grass. I mean, I have grass, but it's on top of brick, so you can't till
Right.
it up or anything. So,
Well, that's where
um,
raised beds gardens come in, and it can be really fun. But no, 4-H is so good for kids.
yeah,
Yeah, that's one of the
of all of the organizations, I'm happy with this one.
yeah, like they do a lot. They're very um, good for the community. They're good for the kids. I highly recommend her going to 4-H camp. She can get
Oh
swim
yeah,
lessons there. Well, when I was in 4-H camp, they done swim lessons. There were classes every day. There was activities.
yeah.
There was nature activities. There was a lot of fun there.
Yeah, she's going this year. Last year we got in too late and we didn't know how much money that it was going to cost to go.
Uh huh.
So this year we're prepared to
Cool.
have saved the money for her to go. So I am going to be a nervous wreck that week. I'm just letting you know
That's
because
fine. You will be fine. She will be fine. It'll be great for her
I,
to
I
go. And
mean, she's been away before,
uh-huh.
but only to like family and stuff like that. She's never been away with strangers for that long a period of time, and I'm gonna be like,
She'll be fine. She will have fun.
well, I know some of the counselors
Uh
for
huh.
a couple of the counties, so
Cool.
I'm good.
Yeah. But no, it'll be fun. It's a really good growing event.
Yeah,
And then the next one is Kisma, which I don't know if she qualifies for Kisma or not.
I've never heard of that one.
That's another after schools program, but they work, I believe, in like robotics and different sciences and
Well,
type like that.
she is in STEAM, which does that, the coding and the robots and stuff like that.
Right.
She stays after school 2 days a week for that.
Cool. But then normally they have a camp, and it's always like, get them in it, get them doing it,
Yeah,
because they need it. I'm sorry, our educational system is not caught up.
she's got a full schedule.
Yeah.
Like she and I, we have our routine down to a science now.
Hmm. Are we going to be adding ballet?
She is so not coordinated. I was like, "Are
Ballet
you
or
sure you're my kid? Because you ain't got
well,
no balance."
they teach them that. Like, I'm
I'm
sorry, dance teaches you balance. Dance teaches you how to like recover. If you go stumble one way or another. Like, there's a lot of things that dance does that people don't think of.
mm,
The only difference is that like ballet can be very hard physically, and they're finding out even structurally that ballet can be very um, altering.
yeah.
Kind of like they found out that football can actually destroy dudes, like mentally destroy dudes.
That's a lot of pressure
It
to
is.
physically perform. I don't know how they do it.
Well, I think it is a lot of, and you get used to it. You really do. Coming from a dancing perspective, you get used to the dancing, but it permanently, it alters your perceptions. It helps with your balance. It helps with different things. But you've got to. It takes practice. It's like playing an instrument, except your instrument is your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so that's been fun. I got my cup in for everyone. My 40-ounce cup with my. Today we're having watermelon pina colada water.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Does it make you feel like you're at the beach?
No, it doesn't, but it is getting me to drink the water, so I can get my 144 ounces in there.
Good.
Yeah, I just have to drink 4 of those a day, and I meet my water goal. Which I was really surprised because the old thing was drink 8 glasses of water a day. No, that's like if you weigh 105 pounds.
Yeah. I'm constantly drinking water.
Hmm. So, that's been a new addition with skinny syrups.
I've been through a lot of changes since I've been on one of your shows.
What have you done?
So I am now EFT TFT tapping certified,
Yay.
and I am a certified spiritual coach.
Finally.
I have to do things in my own time.
I know. You'll get there.
And but I've had some clients, and I'm really excited about their growth
Hmm.
and how they're doing.
Hmm.
I'm and I love doing what I'm doing,
Right.
because when I am doing energy work,
Hmm.
I like it's like I transform into another person,
Right.
and it's the best feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like I am the best version of myself whenever
Hmm.
I'm doing this kind of work.
Right.
So I have come to the realization that, oh yeah, I am on the right path.
Right. Oh, yeah, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
It only
Oh,
took
yeah.
me a couple of years.
You'll get there. You'll get there. It all gets fun. It gets fun. There's a lot of growth to it.
So I have been working hard at trying to get that all done, and so
Hmm.
my website will be updated soon. I've been working on getting the events together.
Hmm.
Today we announced the schedule for Central West Virginia Pagan Pride.
I saw that.
So that's up and out there, and we're really excited about that. You know, the community does not disappoint. I love the pagan community, and I just have to say this. The theme just comes to me. I don't know where it comes from. You know, just like whenever we're doing readings for people, we don't know where it comes from. It just comes.
Right.
And the artwork that people have submitted has been amazing for the theme. The nominations are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
The classes for working in the shadows, man, do they fit in perfectly.
Right.
So it's really, everyone really jumped on board with the theme, and they do it every year.
Right.
And I just have to say, I love the community, and I love that we all do our part to get involved.
Right.
I just have to say that.
Well, and I love with the community that it's building and growing, and people are picking up and moving to where we need them to, and and allow and me and you have talked for a while, and I'm like, I just can't anymore. I love that people are doing what they need to be doing.
Yeah.
And that spirit is leading people to pick it up and to grow and to move and to be done with it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've had people ask me for years, "Hey, I want to get involved," and I will tell them what
mm-hmm.
they do. I mean, they can help me and come and make choices and take, but then nobody would ever do anything, and it was heartbreaking. And
Right. Well, and I
but
think it
but
takes
we just
a
kept
lot
going.
of people to figure out what they're comfortable in doing.
Yeah.
I mean, because we have a lot in the community that is not comfortable, being on the front lines
Yes.
and directing and being on the front
Yes.
lines and running things and making decisions
And we do not have the richest community either.
right. But 15 minutes to go, you know what? I can, tell you that, let me share this post. Let me share this post. Oh, this post is interesting. Let me share this information. My grandmother used to say, if you take a dish towel and you rub it on your knuckle, it'll make a wart go away. Well, let's make a post of that in the community. That doesn't cost anything. Sharing knowledge doesn't cost anything.
Yep.
Let me sign this petition. Let me sign that petition. Again, doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
So we have a new segment that we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to debut it. It's called Lady Gwen's Calendar of the Month. We'll be right back, guys.
All right. Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here from Rowan Temple of Light, and I'm here to tell you about our events this summer. First up is Beltane in the Hills, May 13th, and that is from 1 to 6. We have entertainment, we have a bunch of vendors, we have a fairy photo shoot. It's going to be exciting. You having any questions, reach out to Earth Magic or to myself. After that, we have Central West Virginia Pagan Pride, August 19th. That's at Holly Gray Park from 11 to 5 for the day. And we will have Sarah Masters coming down from Pittsburgh to be our keynote speaker. We have some great classes for that. So if you want to get involved, reach out to RowanTempleOfLight@gmail.com or just follow us along on Facebook at Rowan Temple of Light, and we look forward to seeing you out in the community. See you there.
Welcome back, goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month, in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I provide tarot readings covering everything from love and relationships to your life questions and your most spiritual answers. And also, I provide a lot of guidance in finances and divorces and all those relationship problems. So, if you'd like to get a reading from me privately, not on air, you can feel free to do so by visiting aesonknight.com and booking your appointment. I also provide on-demand services, so if your life is a little chaotic, you can go ahead and click that Call Now button there on my site. It'll connect you to Keen, and if you've not been with Keen before, you'll get 3 free minutes to talk with me, so that's great for a quick answer question. All right, guys, back to the show. Enjoy. Bye, y'all.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I provide a blended reading consisting of mediumship, psychic, and tarot cards. A reading from me can cover any guidance you need from relationships with your partner or your family, spiritual, financial, any questions you may need clarity on. If you would like to book an appointment with me, check out my website, tracyvan.com. That's TracyVann.com. I have bookings from 15 to 60 minutes you may choose from. That helps if you just have a quick question, need an answer, or if you're looking for a reading in more depth, I'm here to provide the guidance and clarity for you. Let's just figure it out. Bye.
Right, welcome back. All right, so what's on the calendar now?
All right. So, for those of you who may or may not be aware, a couple years ago, I what started it all was I started up a calendar on a website, and I was manually entering all of these events, but nobody would go and look at it. So I thought, okay, I'll just do a group on Facebook. And I did, and it got started, and then they organized all the dates for us. So we can just go down the line. So anyway, I've got a list of what's coming up in the next month from now. Yeah, for next month. So let's get into it. Today, and the only reason I'm telling you this is because this group does them regularly. The Temple of the Sacred Torch of Eternal Light. They are in the Vienna Parkersburg area, and they did a nature walk and litter cleanup. They usually do park litter cleanups. So if you're interested in them, interested in helping out in that area, go see them. Tomorrow, actually, I just found this one out today. It's a $25 in-person virtual class, but it's far away. So for our local people, it would definitely be virtual. But anyway, it's called Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. It's how to use mirrors for all types of magic. It's created by the Sea Witch of Cocoa Village. So that is tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. This Saturday, so the 8th, we have a couple of different things. At 9:30 in the morning, it is opening day at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Lewis County. Also, the Metaphysical Musings Expo, Spring 2023. Now, this is over in the Eastern Panhandle. It's a psychic fair, vendors, great event if you are in the Maryland, D.C. area, and you like the Shepherdstown area, go there. Also, on the 8th at 3 p.m., if you're in the Fayetteville, Beckley, Oak Hill area, Heart to Hands Serendipity Shop is having a terrarium workshop, like creating your own little terrarium and take home, and that is at 3 p.m.
Really?
Yes. So, and I love them because they do like little classes like that. They did a broom class not too long ago. She does Reiki and other energy healings. She actually, in 2021, she was our energy healer at Pagan Pride.
Oh.
Okay, so Thursday the 13th, that is a week from now, the Gaia Den does these online classes that you can go there, or now it's the link, you can get them. But it's Bill, and I never could pronounce his name even whenever he was on Divination Night with me. But anyway, he is teaching the Mesopotamian gods and goddesses.
Interesting.
And that is at 6 p.m. at the Gaia Den. So contact the Gaia Den and get listed up for that. The Crystal Lotus Shop next Friday is having a dementia awareness class. This is for, if you're working with someone, you have a loved one, this is to help you with that. Next Saturday at Seven Moons Wellness Shop, and I cannot remember where exactly that is located, but it's the Seven Moons Sun and Moon Spring Festival. So they always have like vendors and musicians, things like that. And then Barbarics, we've been talking, they've been in the news a lot here in the pagan community. They are actually having a photo shoot, Pagan for a Day. So they have like be witch or Viking or Norse, however you want to come express yourself, that's what you do.
Cool.
So they are really trying to amp up their gathering.
Very cool.
Right,
They've done a lot in that area.
Yes, and we really got to get out there and support our shops and our vendors. They really are the backbone of the community.
Right.
Next Sunday, April 16th at 5 p.m. at Earth Magic in Star City, Morgantown, is their new moon gathering. From what I hear, they have a great teacher that's coming in to have a talk, but I can't remember what it is.
But they always bring in very good guests.
Oh yeah,
That's just their thing.
Okay, then Friday, April 21st through the 23rd is Reiki classes, 1st and 2, with Morgantown Reiki. They are having it in Fairmont area. So if you are local to Fairmont and you are interested, reach out to Morgantown Reiki for that. April 22nd is Earth Day 2023 at Hilton Farm. They are located in Smithfield, Pennsylvania, which is right above Morgantown. At the end of the month, April 28th through the 30th, right there at the Beckley Raleigh Convention Center, is Kazakon.
And that's an important one.
That's a big event.
Well, it's a big event, but it's a very big, important one because it actually goes, all the proceeds for that one goes to the domestic violence shelter here in Raleigh County.
Yeah. I have heard great things about them. I haven't been able to go, but I've heard great things.
Yeah.
So that takes us to May 1st. So I'm only going to go through a little bit in May because I'll see you again. Again, the Appalachian Grove, the ones that I said that was doing litter cleanup today, this would be their monthly one on May 1st, traditional, I guess, Beltane. But they will be at the, and I can't say it, McDonough Wildlife Refugee Nature Walk and Litter Cleanup. That is the Appalachian Grove. May 5th, the Mountaineer Audubon Society is having a spring field trip on the Upper Deckers Creek Trail. take a chance to get out into nature. That starts early though at 7:30 a.m. for that walk.
That's a early mover or late mover. Okay, I could see it being late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, May 6th, and I do not remember where this is at. I'm thinking this is in the Fayetteville, Beckley area as well. EncounterCon.
EncounterCon.
Yeah,
Another
it's
one I haven't heard of. It's local.
like alien and UFOs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really space agey.
Yeah.
But it's May 6th at noon, created by Retro Reset Video Games and Collectibles.
Now, this is a small business that I've watched for a while grow. They do a lot of fun things there. They have this really cool thing. Normally when you take your kids somewhere, they've got to have like change to play games or whatever. But if the kid will do a chore in their shop, like sweep the floor, sweep a section of the floor, pick up whatever, they give them free game time.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that brings us to Friday, May 12th at 10 a.m. And you know which one I'm talking about here. It's the Conference of Metaphysical Professionals.
Yes, it is. Now,
So where is that going to be located? Because I don't have that in my notes.
I don't know. And this is what I was going to get to. I was going to go do this.
Okay.
However, I can't go do that and do Beltane of the North. And I'd rather go to Beltane of the North. So I'm going to be doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So if anyone is interested in that, you can reach out to Dottie the Psychic. That is her baby.
Yep.
Okay, so Saturday, May 13th at noon. And May 13th is a big day in Morgantown. I'm just going to say it. It's West Virginia Botanical Garden Day. So at the Botanical Garden, they're going to have food vendors and like food trucks. That's why we can't find any right now. So if you know of something, hint, hint, I know I need information. But they are having a big event, free tours, everything. So that's at the West Virginia Botanical Garden.
Right.
And also starting at noon, it's Beltane in the Hills. And I am so excited. It's coming together. I'm still working on the schedule about putting things together. But we're going to have witch trivia, the crowning of the May Queen. We have performers, fairy photo shoot, and we're working on a maypole, people. So keep them fingers crossed. We're trying.
You'll get it. You get it.
And
it's going to be a really good event.
yeah,
You've done
I'm really excited.
well with it. It will be one of the few events I do this year, because I'm not doing a lot of events. Like I made the decision earlier this year to go off of it. Golf or Abros.
So if anyone wants to help out with or has any ideas, or you want to be a vendor or have any idea about food, reach out to Earth Magic, Mo or Megan, or myself. And we greatly appreciate that. But we have a new May Queen.
We do. What do we do with her?
Her name is Kayla Gutlip, and she is from right here in Harrison County. And she will be crowned on May 13th at Beltane in the Hills by our reigning May Queen, Natalie McVicker. So Natalie will pass the torch.
Right.
And then the last event that I want to touch on tonight is a Spring Into You Women's Spiritual Retreat. Now, this is by Heart to Hands Serendipity Shop that we talked about earlier. That's right there in like Fayette County area.
I'm gonna do
yeah.
Like, what are they doing hiding in my district and not even letting me know?
This is Amy Tyree, and she is a lovely lady. I absolutely adore her. But that retreat is May 19th through 21st. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to be a great experience,
Cool.
a very healing, rejuvenating experience. So if you're interested, that is Heart to Hands Serendipity Shop.
Okay.
All right, so that's all I got for you. I hope that you stay up to date, and if you know of any events, please feel free to tag me, let me know,
Mhm.
or share it in our Facebook page, West Virginia Pagan Calendar.
Yeah, or share it in the calendar yourself. You can do that yourself.
Absolutely. West Virginia Pagan Calendar is a community service group. It is for all of us to share our study groups. The thing about shops and vendors, there are certain days that I ask you to share per your region just to kind of keep it a little bit organized.
Sure.
But any events all day long, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But I do encourage shops and vendors to showcase your items. This is think of it as the old bulletin board.
Well, it is the new bulletin board.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the vision for West Virginia Pagan Calendar.
Right.
And it's not just West Virginia, it's surrounding areas too.
Right.
And so you'll get stuff from Virginia, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, if I ever, Ashland, Kentucky has some things. But it's also if I see anything that's online. So if you see anything that's online, that even if it costs something, who knows? Throw it in there.
Right. And be relaxed with it, and be comfortable, and get the word out there. All right, guys,
Yes.
let's take another break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about what we are up to.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here from Rowan Temple of Light, and I'm here to tell you about. Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and as a certified spiritual life coach and shadow practitioner, I have thrown together everything that I have learned to develop a program that works for healing our shadow self and focusing on how we're going to heal ourselves for the future. I work with different types of energy work, such as EFT, TFT, and EFT energy, Reiki, access bars, and power forms. I've put them all together to create my own system that works. We also work with the tarot and the oracle. So I'm not just an energy worker and a healer, I'm a psychic as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, find out all about me, and book with me on there. I love you guys, and I will see you out there.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I'm a psychic medium and I work with tarot cards. I also practice Reiki and access bars. I would like to share with you what a reading with me is like. It is a blended reading of psychic and mediumship, and I deliver these messages exactly as they come through. I'm not going to mince words or add any padding. I am a professional, reliable, and honest communicator. I have readings available anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. You can book a reading with me at tracyvann.com. That's TRACYVANN.com. And no, I'll always tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Do you have a cute pet? We know you do. Each week, Tracy Van chooses from submitted photos a featured reader for her Facebook page and provides a tarot reading. Your adorable pet cat, dog, rabbit, goat, chicken, snake, or more could be her next featured reader. Visit tracyvan.com, TracyVann.com, and click Featured Reader to submit. We look forward to seeing your pet next.
And welcome back. All right, honey chat, what do you got going on over there?
Finishing up my studies and getting my certifications going and been practicing. Trying to remember to take care of my own space. Take care of myself.
Right.
That, not to overdo it, because I have found that I have allowed myself to get too caught up in work and not eat, not do anything. I just get hyper focused.
You do, and that's always okay.
No.
But you got to balance it out. That
Yes.
hyper-focusedness can get to be a little much sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are seeing lots and lots of posts from me, they'll die down eventually. Just let it happen.
No, it's not go down. Once you start this media mecca, you got to keep it rolling, honey. Believe me, I've been figuring that one out after the years. You start something, you just got to keep moving with it.
Yeah, sending random messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to come out from me. Like, poop, here I am.
It's like, oh, there you are. Where you been for a month? Oh,
Yeah.
you're hiding over here again. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I see ya.
That's pretty much what it was. It was like, oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Well, I always say work humble. Work humble.
Yeah.
Don't be letting everyone know what you got under your sleeves.
No, and I'm trying to, but it's so hard for me to keep my mouth shut. I can't do.
I know, but you got to at least wait till it's all ready. Like when
Yes.
everything is ready, then you can lay it out.
I know that's a lesson that you have taught me. You're like, no, this is how it needs to be.
Right. Well,
Yes.
that's because you wouldn't want to invite someone into a house you just moved into.
Yeah. Yeah. Shannon and I send Tubby Nugget videos to each other.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of Tubby Nugget?
Mm-mm.
So he's this little animated chicken nugget.
Okay.
And he is so adorable, and he is very inspiring, and he shares love, and he's inclusive, and I mean he's just the cutest little thing. Like my little adores him.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have them to where you can buy a stuffed animal. Like he's not an animal, so you can buy a stuffed nugget.
Okay, so you buy a stuffed flower sack. Got it.
So I would have to buy a stuffed nugget.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting.
Okay, so you want to know what I've been through? I think I don't even know if I talked. No, I have not talked about this online. I did post it out there on Facebook. But for those of you listening at home, here's a story for you. I had to upgrade my cell phone because as a psychic, you have to stay on top of the latest technology, right?
Right.
So I was upgrading. The service that I had changed, and I was not comfortable with the direction that they were going. So I needed to change. So I went and bought the phone and went through a very hard and lengthy process, but was finally able to retain my cell phone number. And found out that the people that you talk to on the phone are so much kinder than the people in the store.
Well, let's look at what they're doing. Like, that's the hard facts of it, is they know what they're doing. They're working right there in the corporate office. They can understand it and get it done. And see, this is why I build business relationships. Like, they know when that I'm calling them.
Well, the situation was, if what upset me was I go into the store and I'm watching, because I had to wait. There was a line, not a problem. I am very observant, so maybe that's to my fault. But I see that other employees are picking up the phone and calling corporate for these customers and making sure that everything is lined up and taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
The person that waited on me typed a few things into the tablet and said, "No, I can't help you. You don't have an account." I said, "No, you have to create an account." All he had to do was take my money. That was it. But he couldn't do that. He wouldn't make the effort. If he would have picked up the phone and called, he would have found out, would have been able to take care of everything right there in the store like they promised me that they would be able to. No.
Yeah.
So it was a horrific experience, but I'm glad that it's over, and I'm still learning my new cell phone.
Yeah. You upgraded your cell phone. You're now in the Galaxy universe.
Yes, it is a Samsung Galaxy A23 5D.
So I have a hard question for you.
Okay.
Have you noticed that since you upgraded your technology, your call flow is better on that network?
Yes.
I thought so. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, I have, like, my contacts and my communication has grown a lot. But then again, it has stayed consistent growth all year.
Right. And it's going to continue as you get more consistent. But I was just wondering, because that has been a thing for me. And people look at me and go, "You're nuts." And I'm like, no, if you're dealing with a budget system, if you're trying to shoestring your business, you're going to look like a shoestring.
Yeah. It's it's kind of like pricing. Like, it's very tough to increase your pricing.
Yeah, but I recently went through that on everything. Like, everything went up business wise. And then, had the marketing team come back to me and go, no, you got to raise your price. Like, you have no choice. You're going to be out of business if you don't raise your peak price. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, yeah. You can't get a reading for the prices you're charging. And I'm like, really? How is that? Like, where did that come from? And they're like, no, look at it. You're a premier psychic. You should be at premier prices. You look like a scam.
Yeah, I get
and
it.
We are in those weird industries. We are in one of the weirdest industries out there when it comes to this. And then, of course, we got handed we're going to be raising your price. We're going to be raising what we charge you to do business. And we're seeing this across, and I do mean not just one place, but across the board.
Yes.
During. Yeah. So there's that. That's been fun.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to watch the behaviors. Like, I'm sorry, my customers didn't blink. Like, my bookings went up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep.
So I started a new network.
You did.
I am now up to 4.
Only 4.
Only 4, but I am a chat only.
Yeah.
person.
Uh-huh.
I do not take calls. I am chat only on the networks. Now,
Mhm.
you all know that I can do videos like this. I can talk to you one on one. It's not a problem.
Right.
But it feels, for me, chats flow better, and
Mhm.
I can really dive in and focus that way because everybody reads differently.
Mhm.
So I am on Keen, I am on Third Eye, I am on Mystic Sense, and Advita.
Cool. Okay. So I'm on Keen. I'm on Fortunica, Modern Spiritualist, Zodiac. Click for Advisor Universe, my own private. I'm on Best American Psychics. You can also book my private site. Um, I'm on Avena. I'm somewhere else. I can't remember. I said, but it's somewhere else. And it's like, oh wow, like we're getting there. And I've got an interview, but I'm actually going to turn this interview down.
Really?
Yeah, I had to take a real hard look, and it's like I can't do it.
Um, I'm I'm still waiting. I did apply for another, and I am still waiting to hear back from them. I was really excited about it because I'd never done a psychic resume before.
Uh huh. Now that's something new. Yeah, the places that and even like press is starting to ask for, can we see your resume? And I'm like, we have resumes. When did we get resumes? And that's been a little bit of inner chatter. Is, do you have a resume? How do I back up 20 years ago and remember who was actually the owner of this company that turned to this company that changed to this company that went to this company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a regular, a resume that you would take to apply for, any other job is not the
Hmm.
thing that you would use for a psychic resume.
No.
Because they're not interested that you were in caregiving for 15 years.
No.
Okay, that's great. You can be nice to people, but how is this going to help you, you know, guide someone over the phone?
Well, and the other thing is they don't care. What they care about is what your feedback looks like. How do you act here? What do you look like here? What's your image here? Where's your website? Do you have, what's your training? Are you, certified in this? Have
Mm,
you done that? And the weird part is a photo. Make sure you include a photo. What do you look like? Because, the scammers out there can say all day that they're Lady Gwendolyn, but you
mm,
got to look like Lady Gwendolyn to do that, scammers.
yeah.
It's
I
more
was
like,
I was pretty pleased with how mine turned out.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, I like yours. I've got to go over to LinkedIn and find find one that works.
yeah.
Um, and deal with it there. But, that's becoming a thing. Um, and then, references and then being able to go and talk to your managers and go, so how is she? Is she easy to work with? Is she problematic? Does she follow the rules?
If anybody asks me to talk to my manager, I'm sending them to you.
They can come talk to me all day long. I will gladly have a conversation with them about you and how well we work together and how well, you're up for anything. Readings at 2 in the morning, not a problem. She'll just have to adjust her day.
See, that's the thing, and that was one of my key points, that I
Hmm.
do run a strict schedule.
Right.
And if I veer off of my schedule, like I am scheduled on certain networks at certain times
Mm-hmm.
because I like to keep my accountability for those networks.
Right.
So if that is messed up at all, then I am totally thrown off for the day. I'm not gonna lie, but I keep going
Right.
because you can't stop. But man, does it hit that anxiety.
Oh yeah. And you know, that's sometimes very important.
Mhm.
You know, is making sure that you're not tripping that anxiety, that you're not tripping that situation. You know, so, but, what else you got going? Anything?
Just working, and I'm really excited to see my new commercials up there because my old ones were starting to make me cringe.
Yeah.
But I'm still, they're still not perfect, but they're better than what they were the last time. I'm still working on them.
Right. And they'll get there.
Yeah. But I like it. I like how things are changing and we're growing and it's springtime. We got to get a fresh look anyway, right?
Exactly. You know, and you know, you're going to be joining me more often for coffee.
Yes. So I am no longer doing any of my shows as far as Under the Rowan Tree, Divination Night, or anything like that. I am
Mm-hmm.
duty because of event season, because I am loaded down with events.
Yes, you are. You hit the tour bus and went, oh, by the way, I'm just moving in. And I'm like, have fun, watch the turns. They throw things off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have a pretty hectic schedule,
Mm-hmm.
starting at the beginning of May.
Yep.
And I'm just excited to be out there
Yeah.
because I will be doing readings. I will be doing my energy work. So if you're curious about access bars or tapping, then come on out and have the experience with me. All of the proceeds from me being out there on the road go toward the events. So Beltane in the Hills, or I almost said Rowan Temple of Light. It's all Rowan Temple of Light stuff. Central West Virginia Pagan Pride. That is that, and community donations and sponsorship is how we're able to have these events.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid to get out there and work for it. I love being out there and meeting new members of the community.
Yeah.
So, but I will be on Coffee and Tea with Aeson twice a month.
Yep. You'll be coming twice a month.
So I'll see you in 2 weeks. So if tonight's the new moon, and the full moon, then I will see you on the new moon.
Yeah.
Ooh, we'll talk about the energy report then too.
Yes, I think we should talk about the insanity energy report, you know, and we'll even check in on the husbands because apparently that massively affects them. Like, I don't know, the last new moon, Joe got something thrown at him at a meeting. I was in here. I was in here working. I think he was on a meeting with you or somebody, and one of the plaques I gave him just.
It was me.
Okay, yeah.
I remember that. It was like, at least it didn't break.
Yep.
Don't know
Okay.
how.
Magic. All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. We will see you guys later. Let's go ahead and roll the beautiful workout. Hello. We want to thank our Patreons, Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mara Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Dottie the Psychic, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devon. If you would like to support the show, learn more about our host, or also book readings, please visit pcspnetwork.com. And we will see. I will see you tomorrow night on Mountain Bears. Gwen will be back with you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Because
Yep. See y'all then.
Sandy and then Natalie. Yep. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Bye. Good night. Blessings.